Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudirayet
Tato Jayamudiraye
Ashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu
Saprayasya Bhadresu
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavate Sevaya
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavata Uttamasloke
Bhaktin Bhavatirnaisiti
Bhakti Vedena Vede
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 1, text number 24. 2.1.24. The chapter name is The First Step in God Realization. So let us start the class. So please repeat the slogan. Begin me. Viṣeṣas tasya deho ayam.
Viśeṣaḥ deho
Sthaviṣṭhaś sthavīyasām.
sthaviṣṭhaś
Yatredaṁ vyajyate viśvam.
yatredaṁ vyajyate viśvam
Bhūtaṁ bhavyam bhavac.
bhūtaṁ bhavyam bhavac.
Word by word meaning. Please repeat behind me. Viṣeṣaḥ.
viśeṣaḥ
Personal.
personal
Tasya.
tasya
His.
his
Dehaḥ.
dehaḥ
Body.
body
Ayam.
ayam
His.
this
Sthaviṣṭhaḥ.
sthaviṣṭhaḥ
Grossly material.
gross material
Cha.
cha
And
and
sthavīyasām.
sthaviyasām
Of all matter.
all matter
all matter
Yatra.
yatra
Wherein.
idam
idam
All these phenomena.
all these phenomena
Vyajyate.
vyajyate
Is experienced.
is experienced
Viśvam.
viśvam
Universe.
universe
Bhūtam.
bhūtaṁ
Past.
past
Bhavyam.
bhavyam
Future.
future
Bhavat.
bhavac
Present.
present
Cha.
cha
And
and
Sat.
sat
Resultant.
resultant.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charna Videsi Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation, please repeat behind me. This gigantic manifestation
This gigantic manifestation
of the phenomenal material world
of the phenomenal world
as a whole
as a whole
is the personal body of the
is the personal body of
absolute truth,
absolute truth,
wherein
wherein
the universal resultant,
the universal resultant,
past,
past,
present,
present,
and future
and future
of material time
of material time
is experienced.
is experienced.
Purport. Anything either material or spiritual is but an expansion of the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And as stated in the Bhagavad-gītā 13.13, the omnipotent Lord has his transcendental eyes, head, and other bodily parts distributed everywhere. He can see, hear, touch, or manifest himself anywhere and everywhere. For he is present everywhere as the super soul are all infinitesimal souls. Although he has his particular abode in the absolute world, the relative world is also his phenomenal representation because it is nothing but an expansion of his transcendental energy. Although he is in his abode, his energy is distributed everywhere, just as the sun is localized as well as expanded everywhere. Since the rays of the sun, being non-different from the sun and accepted as expansions of the sun disk. In the Viṣṇu Purāṇa 1.22.52, it is said that as fire expands its rays and heat from one place, similarly, the Supreme Spirit, the personality of Godhead, expands himself by his manifold energy everywhere and anywhere. The phenomenal manifestation of the gigantic universe is only a part of his virāṭ body. Less intelligent men cannot conceive of the transcendental, all spiritual form of the Lord, but they are astounded by his different energies, just as the aborigines are struck with wonder by the manifestation of lightning, a gigantic mountain of or a hugely expanded banyan tree. The aborigines praises the strength of the tiger and the elephant because of their superior energy of the strength. The asuras cannot recognize the existence of the Lord, although there are vivid description of the Lord in the revealed scriptures. Although the Lord incarnates and exhibits his uncommon strength and energy, and although he is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead by land scholars and saints like Vyasadeva, Narada, Asita and Devala in the past, and by Arjuna in the Bhagavad-gītā, as also by the Acharya like Sankara, Ramanuja, Madhava, and Lord Sri Chaitanya in the modern age. The Asura do not accept any evidential proof from the revealed scriptures, nor do they recognize the authority of the great Acharyas. They want to see with their own eyes at once. Therefore, they can see the gigantic body of the Lord as Virat, which will answer their challenge. And since they are accustomed to paying homage to superior material strength like that of the tiger, elephant, or lightning, they can offer respect to the virāṭ-rūpa. Lord Krishna, by the request of Arjuna, exhibit his virāṭ-rūpa for the asuras. A pure devotee of the Lord, being unaccustomed to looking into such a mundane, gigantic form of the Lord, requires special vision for the purpose. The Lord therefore favored Arjuna with special vision for looking at his virāṭ-rūpa, which is described in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad-gītā. This virāṭ-rūpa of the Lord was especially manifested not for the benefit of Arjuna, but for the unintelligent class of men who accept anyone and everyone as the incarnation of the Lord, and so misled the general mass of people. For them, the indication is that one should ask the cheap incarnations to exhibit his virāṭ-rūpa and thus be established as an incarnation. The virāṭ-rūpa manifestation of the Lord is simultaneously a challenge to the atheist and a favor for the asuras, who can think of the Lord as a Virat and thus gradually cleanse the dirty things from their hearts in order to become qualified to actually see the transcendental form of the Lord in the near future. This is the favor of the all-merciful Lord to the atheist and the gross materialist. Hare Krishna. ज्ञानतिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामी इति नामिने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवाद पाशाशदेशतारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So the continuation of Sukadeva Goswami and Parishit Maharaj discussion is going on. So now Sukadeva Goswami, he was explaining about the gross materialist people who are not accepting the God's authority, God's existence. For them, how to make them get into the path of spirituality. Because the ultimate goal of our human body and human life is to understand our position first. Who are we and who is God, and what is the relationship between us and the God, and what we have to do at the end of the life. Because whatever we are in this material world as of now, it is like a We are just a guest to this place. This is not a permanent place for us. We are also guest to this body. We are thinking that we are this body, but for this body also we are the guest. We means we are the soul, Atma. So originally we are the Atmas, but we are, since we are staying in this body, we are seeing ourselves as this body. But that is a wrong conception. But by the revealed scriptures and by the acharyas, we can understand that this body is the temporary one and the soul is the permanent. We are the, originally we are the souls. We are not this body. This body is just a shirt. How we are, if it's our shirt or dress code, how we are changing, the soul is changing the body. So this body is a temporary thing. So to understand this and what is permanently we have to do, what we have to do in this material world. So once we get into this material world, what we are doing, we are all getting into the material activities like, okay, let me go to the school, let me continue the studies, when you get a job, when we get married, when we get the children, let me grow them, let me enjoy this material world, sense gratification. And all these things we are getting into this. So this is the kind of a cyclic thing we are getting into this. But the revealed scriptures are saying that the human body is not for only just for eating, mating, defending, and sleeping. So that the human body is made, provided to this, awarded to this particular soul for the self-realization. So in order to self-realize, if you self-realize, automatically it will take you into the God realization. Then it will take you into the next level. But here in this sloka, so Sukadeva Goswami is talking about the virāṭ-rūpa of the absolute truth. So we are calling the Lord as the absolute truth. Why we are calling the Lord as absolute truth is because whatever Lord is speaking, what the Lord is there. He was there in the past. He is there currently, and he will be there in the future. So he will always be there. And the similar thing for us also. Us in the sense, not this body, the soul. That is also always exist along with the Lord. And since we are disconnect with since we have the enjoying propensity, because of we cross the law of the Lord, we are putting into this condition, this material conditioned world. So to get into ourselves, for the self-realization, God realization. Once we realized, we need to go back to home. So this is the idea, this is the process, this is set up by the Lord. But because of our poor fund of knowledge and the overpower with the gross material things, and also we have the propensity of the enjoying propensity and our sense enjoyments. So we are struggling in this material world because we are not able to understand the real purpose. It is already covered by the Maya. By surrounding is covered by the Maya. We are seeing many things attractive for us, so that we can everything attractive for us, for our eyes, for our ears, for our nose, for our tongue. It is all our senses are getting attracted towards all the things are surrounding us. So why Lord gave this? Because we have the propensity to enjoy. That's the reason our Lord provided all those things. But how long we can enjoy? So all this enjoyment is temporary. We are not in the position of, we are not the enjoyer. When we understand that our position, real position, then the self-realization path is starting for us. So for the atheist and the people who are on the gross materialistic people, so they can't immediately understand accept the authority of the scriptures. For them, so for that reason only, Arjuna in the Bhagavad-gītā, he asked the Lord to show his virāṭ-rūpa. It is not that Lord Arjuna not accepted Krishna as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. He accepted him as a spiritual master. And since Krishna was saying that the spiritual and material world, it is emanate from me only, like that. For the benefit of all these material and atheistic people, Arjuna asked the Lord to show his authority. So it is not for the benefit of Arjuna, it is the benefit of all the materialistic people who are not accepting Lord as the authority. So for that reason, Lord show the virāṭ-rūpa. The virāṭ-rūpa is a gigantic figure. Entire universe is there in his body. He was able to see everything, whatever is happening in front of eyes. There also he is saying what is going to happen in the future. all the soldiers, all his relatives, all are going to die. All those things he was able to see. Arjuna was able to see. By seeing that, he got bewildered. He unable to see continuously. So he asked the Lord to come back to his original position, original, whatever he was normal way. Because the virāṭ-rūpa, it was that much gigantic figure. It is unable to concentrate on the virāṭ-rūpa. So for the devotees, it is not a virāṭ-rūpa. For the devotees, that is a transcendental body. Lord has. So we normal devotees should concentrate on the transcendental form of the Lord. And Prabhupada is explaining the analogy that even though Lord is there in his abode, he is there in the Goloka Vrindavana, that is his abode. So it is said that in the scriptures, you can't imagine how far it is. The Goloka Vrindavana, where the originally God resides, you can't imagine how far it is. With your imaginary also, you can't do that. That's what they are saying. So for example, if somebody, now Anjaneya Prabhu is in America. So if he was there in Bangalore also. So if I tell him that Bangalore, Kerpuram market, Kerpuram bus stand, then immediately he can take his mind to Kerpuram market, Kerpuram that bus stand, because he knows this place. So immediately with his mind, he can bring his attention to this particular place. He can imagine the particular place immediately. This is the way immediately we are taking our concentration towards the particular place immediately. Even though he was staying so many kilometers, so many miles away, immediately he can bring his attention to the particular place. The similar way, we can't imagine the Goloka Vrindavana, even with that our imaginary way. So it is not at all possible for a gross materialist to go with his any other mean to reach the Goloka Vrindavana, to abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even, see, if you see, the moon is very near to us. All the other 9 planetary systems, we are saying, higher planets, the Jupiter is there, and Mars is there, Uranus, Neptune, all those planets are there. Venus is there. So all are very near to our earthly planet. So we try to go to, now only we are trying, we try to go to moon, we try to go to Mars. So for that itself, we are spending so much of energy, so much of money, so much of energy. But that is not what, as per the scriptures, it is not possible to go over those kind of places, because that is you have to go to other planet. You need to have a special, according to their, what is the environment there, according to that you have the body accordingly, so that you can go and sustain there. Otherwise, it is not possible to go to the other planets. Here, for example, if you take the sun planet, you can go to the sun. So the sun also, there are living entities. Each and every planet, entire, all of the universe, everywhere, the living entities are there. And even the sun planet also, living entities are there. That is the verdict of the revealed scriptures. Revealed scriptures are saying even in the sun planet, the living entities are there. So according to their sun planet climatic condition and circumstances, the body provided to that living entity is there. There also the sun god who is taking care of the sun, he is also residing there. So according to their circumstances, for example, sun is full of, we are hearing that it is full of heat, everything, it is full of fire. So the body made up of, to accumulated to that fire, the body, the living entity's body there in the sun, it is made up of that that way, so that they can sustain in the sun. So we can, with our limited knowledge, we can't imagine that how the body will be there, because we are thinking, our thinking will be always relative only. We'll come with a relative assumption. We'll assume relatively. How, for example, there is a story Prabhupada used to say, the frog philosophy. There is a frog who was staying in a well. From birth onwards, he was staying in a well. He never saw the outside world. There is another frog who was staying near the Pacific Ocean. So the Pacific Ocean is a very vast. So he saw that other frog, he saw the Pacific Ocean. And one day, that Pacific Ocean, the frog which is staying near the Pacific Ocean, he entered the well. and he saw there is another frog. So they were discussing. So other frog is saying, from where are you coming from? This frog is saying that I am coming from near to the Pacific Ocean. So this another frog who was staying in the well was asking how big the Pacific Ocean may be. It is the particular the frog who know only the well size. You know that like this well maybe 10 times it will be big, 100 times it will be big. The other frog is saying, no, it is bigger than this well. You can't imagine that. But other frog it is imagining 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times big, like this well, like that. So, like this frog, we will also assume whatever we know, whatever we saw, we are trying to relate that with the assumption of God also, and also the other planetary system. So we are assuming that earthly planet we have the water, we have the air, we have fire, the 5 elements. So we are also going and searching, because our mentality is within that level only. So we are going and searching that material thing only in the other planet also. We are sending the rockets to moon. Then moon also we are searching whether water is there in the moon, living entities are there. And we are in the Mars also, we are sending the rocket, and there also we are going and we are searching whether water is there, whether living entities are there. So we are living entities, we are thinking that they will be like us. So suppose for some from other planet, somebody is coming to the earth. Some aliens, they want to do research on the earth. If they landed in one of the desert, Sahara desert, what will happen? They will think that the Sahara desert, they landed in the Sahara desert means, okay, earthly planet means it is full of sand only. Nothing is there. It is full of heart, full of sand, no human beings. Like that, they will decide. They will decide and they will go. And if the same person, same aliens, they landed in a forest where the tribals used to live, then they will come and they saw that, okay, these are all the living entities in this material world, in this earth, they will live like a tribals. They will understand that, they will go with that perception, they will take and they will go. And if they landed in a particular city, if it is in America, if it is any of the cities in America, then they will think that, okay, the world is like this. So this is called pratyaksha pramana. There are 3 pramanas are there: pratyaksha, anumana, and sabda pramana. So the pratyaksha pramana means what we are seeing, that is believing. So we are most of the time we are thinking that whatever we are seeing, that should be, after the seeing only we will believe that. So that is the reason Arjuna asked Krishna to show his virāṭ-rūpa. He wanted to see his authority, because Krishna is saying that I am this, I am that, I am the creator of this entire universe. I am the material world and spiritual world is coming out from me. So all those things he wanted to prove that to the gross materialist people and the atheistic people. That is the reason Arjuna asked Krishna to show his virāṭ-rūpa. So that is in Krishna also show his virāṭ-rūpa. After seeing that virāṭ-rūpa, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna, and he was also bewildered. At that time, he was also saying that, oh Madhava, oh Krishna, earlier when I was thinking that you are also like me, a human being, I was playing with you and I was teasing you like a, hey Yadava, hey Madhava, like that. I was speaking like with you, but you are after seeing this virāṭ-rūpa, I'm feeling very shy. So you are a Supreme Personality of Godhead. How I without any respect, how I played with you. So I'm feeling very shy. I'm feeling hesitated. I'm being hesitant to speak with you. Like that, Arjuna was begging to Krishna. So this is the way the Arjuna behaved during the Mahabharata. Similarly, our atheistic people, immediately they will ask, what is the authority? Can you show me the God? Where is the God? Can you show me? Because to see the God, see, for Arjuna, Lord provided a special vision during that war, because not everyone able to see the virāṭ-rūpa of the Lord. Only Arjuna and other few of them who could be able to see the virāṭ-rūpa. But for them, Lord provided a special vision. Not all the soldiers saw the virāṭ-rūpa. So that is the reason. So we need to have first of all, we need to qualify for that. Arjuna is a qualified person. He was a devotee of the Lord. That's the reason Lord provided that vision to him to show his virāṭ-rūpa. virāṭ-rūpa. So first of all, we need to qualify ourselves to see the Swarupa of the Lord. The first qualification is to hear from the authorized scriptures, read the authorized scriptures and hear from the authorized sources and hear from and have the faith on Guru Sadhu Shastra. That way we can, through the ears, first of all, we need to see the Lord through the ears. So once we hear, after continuously hearing, the Lord will manifest in our heart, because already Lord is there in the form of Paramatma, and by hearing about the Lord, about the pastimes of the Lord, about the Swarupa of the Lord will manifest automatically in our heart. So after that, we can get into the full faith on the Lord and we'll become a devotee of the Lord. So for that, currently, we may not have that much faith on the Lord, but we have the little faith. That's the reason we started our spiritual journey. So get into the path of spirituality to understand the Lord. So in order to understand that, the pramana what we talk, the seeing is believing. Current scientific modern society, it is scientific. We are saying that we are advanced society. We are saying that seeing is believing. By seeing only we can understand it is believing. We can believe that. But we are very, very, very insignificant in front of the Lord. We can't challenge the Lord. The atheistic people and the materialistic people, they are thinking that they are everything. They know they have the full power of control and everything. So they are challenging the God's authority also. See, even without the God's permission, you can't even shake your finger also. For that also, you need the God's help. Without that, you can't do that. Whatever you are seeing in this material world, everything is provided by the God, even body, including your body. So we can't challenge the Lord. But atheistic people, because of their poor fund of knowledge, the materialist, gross materialist, they will challenge the Lord's authority. So if you take this earthly planet, we are all staying in the only one universe. In one universe itself, we have the 14 planetary systems. In that, one of the planet is the earthly planet. In the earthly planet, we are staying in a particular one continent. In the continent, there is one country. In the country, there is a state. In the state, there is a district. In the district, there is a village or city. In the city, there is one particular street. In the particular street, there is a particular house. In the particular house, there is a small place we are sitting. So we are all very, 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 very insignificant if you compare this entire earth itself. So the entire earth is that is also one of the part of this universe. So the universe contains so many planets like a Earth. One universe contains, there are so many planets like a Earth in this one universe itself. So like that, there are numerous universes are there. So with our poor fund of knowledge, we can't understand the numerous universe. So how can we accept that? Because the Shastras are saying, and because the scriptures came from the Lord, so we have to accept the authority. So first of all, we need to have the faith on the Lord, faith on the scriptures. Then we can slowly get the faith on the Lord and get into the path of spiritual realization. So the today's sloka, what we discussed is the entire body of the Lord. It is absolute truth. So in the body of the Lord itself, it is present, past, and future. That's why Lord is called as absolute truth. Absolute means always it is true. It is navigated. For example, Bhagavad-gītā. It was there millions. Lord is saying in Bhagavad-gītā, 4th chapter, this Bhagavad-gītā, I revealed this to Sun God millions of years back. So the same knowledge, it is coming from millions of years back. It is from the Sun God. It came to Manu. So from the Manu, the human race is descended. So from that onwards, the Bhagavad-gītā knowledge is coming towards us. And since there is a break in between, the chain got broke, the disciplic extension got broke. So to re-establish this same knowledge, Lord spoke the same content without any change to Arjuna also. And this is currently 500 years back, 5,000 years back, Lord spoke to Arjuna. The same knowledge, whatever he spoke millions of years back, same knowledge he spoke 5,000 years back. And today also, we are seeing the same knowledge, whatever there in the millions of years back, we are also learning that. And in the future, maybe it may be a billions of years in the future also. This won't change. Whatever Lord says, you are Atma, I am the Paramatma. that never going to change. We are always going to believe they are never going to change. So this knowledge, that's why this knowledge, whatever Lord, we are calling the Lord as absolute truth, and whatever Lord spoke, that also absolute truth. So the Bhagavad-gītā also, it is absolute truth. So present, past, and future, which is never changed, that is called absolute truth. So we are all should have the faith, complete faith, and we need to increase our faith by day, by hearing the scriptures, by reading the scriptures, by doing the chanting, and following the authorities, and the hearing from the bona fide gurus and sadhus, so that we can increase our faith day by day and get into the path of self-realization and complete what is the purpose of life, our life. Our purpose of life is not to come back to again this material world. Our purpose of life is to go out of this material world. So let us all continue our sadhana, so that one day the sadhana, it will take to prema bhakti. So once we get into the prema bhakti, then we can feel the Lord's presence everywhere. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Yeah.
Jai. Hare Krishna. Any